tuition?
Commercial. Thank you. Thanks, Crystal. It looks like they're going to a business report. That gentleman who's standing is preparing to do a business report. But anyway, man in the glasses in the middle is Jonathan. He'll wave to us. Jonathan's in charge, and one of the things you'll note that Jonathan's a pretty young guy. He's a graduate of St. Thomas Aquinas up in Rockland, and he was a very bright student, a near 4.0 student who interned with us, and 2 years later he's running the desk in afternoon drives. He's a very bright guy. I suspect I'll be working for him one day. He's a very, very smart guy. Wayne Cabot is the afternoon anchor who's going to go in there at 3 o'clock and be on with Steve Scott. So now he's introducing the guy that you can see there. He's talking on the air. You'll go in there and you'll see it all. There are writers in there. There's a web producer. There's the guy who's in charge of the web content who's in there. There are a couple of reporters who happen to be in-house. One of whom is about 7.5 months pregnant, so that's why she's in here, because we're trying to make sure she doesn't have the baby out in the field. You can see in terms of technology, Wayne is working on a computer screen close to us, and he's working on an audio editing system. Most of you, I would assume, you're pretty technically savvy, is my impression. And every computer now has some sort of audio editing on it, and video editing as well. And that's what Wayne's doing. Those green lines are just the audio that he happens to be working on. And every machine out there this is a completely digital radio station. We have no more tapes. The old days of cartridges and reel-to-reels are gone. Although they're not really gone, are they? We're doing our 40th anniversary this summer, and so we're going back. These guys have been suffering through, although it's not suffering, there's some really good journalism, good, nice broadcasting. From our 40 years and our heritage at WCBS, we're going back and listening to the top stories that we did and how we covered them, and we're playing it on the air to celebrate our 40 years as an all-news radio station in New York. And these guys have been going back and listening to a lot of that stuff and helping us put it on the web so we can hear it and make it available. Today is 1984, so we're nearly halfway through, huh? So we're all digital, so you won't see any reels or tapes or anything like that. The reporters in the field, for the most part, are working on their pieces and recording them on laptops, in their cars, and at their desks, and sending those completed stories to us via email or through the internet through our own in-house system. And it just arrives, and they call up and say, here are the pieces here, and it's ready to play on the air. And
you also do live.
We do live, yes. I mean, a good fair percentage. Most of the live stuff is done on either breaking news stories or in drive time. And we've also been testing. We're not completely satisfied with the